Let's talk about Monique and Titus in this last episode. Monique, you can tell that she is mortified because Titus has really been showing his ass in front of his sisters. First, he hung up in their face the very first time they video chatted, and then they're sitting there listening and eavesdropping in Monique's conversation that she's having with Titus, where she's telling him that he pretty much needs to apologize or he's about to be single, and he pretty much hangs up in Monique's face. And if that was the sisters, I would be telling Monique like she needs to just go ahead and pack her bags and get her butt back to Iowa as soon as possible. Monique said that she's just scared to get hurt again, and she said she's very careful about who she lets in her life. But that's just a little ironic because you say that, but you also let this random man from prison into your life and even moved to a whole nother state for him. That's really taking a chance on love. And her sisters, they're about to go back to Iowa, and they're concerned to leave Monique behind because the few days they spent with Monique, like the first or second day they're with her, she literally passes out and had to get rushed to the emergency room. And here is Monique stressing out and fighting with Titus, and you can tell that's kind of like what her focus is on right now. And they're scared that she's going to continue to neglect her health. I mean, maybe it might be a good thing that Titus has cameras set up inside her place, because she's going to be in that state all by herself, and say she was to fall or something bad was to happen to her and she was to pass out again inside her house and nobody's there, she could be there for days or weeks or months before someone knew. I mean, I guess luckily she has Titus's cousin now to come pull up on her. But she explained that she is just ready for Titus to get out, and she wants to figure out what Titus wants to do when he gets out. Is he going to go home to her? Is he going to be getting his own place? What's the plan? And I kind of just feel like Monique hasn't really been pressing him as much as she wants to, because she just kind of wants to go with the flow, because she doesn't want to push him away. And I think she's kind of scared of the answer that he might give her. Monique wants a house with a white picket fence with her and Titus, and she even wants to have babies with Titus. And for her, that's a really big deal, because she said she never thought she would have a baby again after she gave birth to her daughter. And I guess she was fighting non-stop with the baby daddy when she was pregnant, to the point that she ended up giving birth at 6 months. And she doesn't know why she gave birth so early, but she likes to blame it on, she feels like she was so stressed out from fighting with her baby daddy that contributed to it. And when the baby came out, it was alive for a few days, but it had to be like hooked up to all kinds of machines. But I guess she wasn't born with all her organs, so she ended up not making it long term. She eventually passed away. That was really traumatizing for Monique, and now she's open to the idea of having babies with Titus. I hope that she does actually want to do that, that she takes her time and doesn't get pregnant like the first day he gets out, like a lot of people on the show like to do. And then we see Monique, and she's sitting there in a confessional, and she's just talking about Titus. And next thing you know, knock, 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 somebody's at the door. And Monique starts panicking because she don't know nobody out there. And you know what I think she thought? She revealed that Derek has been trying to serve her. And she said, like, when she moved to Ohio, she's like, ha ha ha, this man's been trying to serve me, but he don't know that I'm literally right under his nose this whole time. He's still trying to serve her with lawsuits to this day. So I think when she heard that knock on the door, Monique started panicking because she thought it was a process server who had finally found her with a lawsuit to serve her. And she gets up and she opens the door, and she finds out that it's just Titus's cousin Jamal, and he's just coming to come see what's up with Monique, because I guess Monique blocked Titus. I guess Titus has been trying to get a hold of Monique, and he hasn't been able to get in touch with her, so he started thinking the worst, like, oh my god, did she pass out again? Is she back in the hospital? Is she dead? So he wanted his cousin to come check up on her, and he did. And Monique's like, no, I'm fine, I'm just chilling, and I just blocked him because I didn't like how he was acting. And next thing you know, Titus calls Jamal, and he's like, oh, speak of the devil, and he answers the phone. He's talking to him, and Jamal's like, well, what's the vibe? And he's like, well, she said she blocked you. Then Titus was like, well, put Monique on the phone, I'm trying to holler at her. So Jamal gave Monique the phone, she took it, and Titus was like, look, we both have said messed up things to each other. And I called that in my last video. I said Monique is really slick at the mouth, so I had a hard time buying that she didn't say anything back to him or get a little slick mouth back with Titus. Like, either it may have not been on camera, but behind closed doors. And he said, yeah, we both said things that we didn't mean. But look, I got a lot of love for you. And she's like, you got a lot of love for me, or you love me? He's like, look, I love you. I want to work things out. I want to be with you. You're all I care about. And he's like, do you forgive me? And she's like, yeah. And next thing you know, she's smiling and all giddy and things are back to normal. And he's like, well, when are you going to come visit me? And she claims she's going to go and check on the internet and figure out how to visit him. So hopefully we finally get to see her go visit him in the next episode or two. I just hate like when they go visit each other, we never get to actually see the visits. I wish the prisons would let them actually film the visits like face to face, or let them sneak in a microphone so we can hear something, so we don't just have to get a recap afterwards. And then Monique was getting a lot of flack on her social media because people were like, man, you folded way too quick when it came to Titus, and Titus didn't even apologize to your ass. And she's like, no, he actually did apologize. And people are like, we don't remember hearing him say that. All we remember him say is him saying, oh, do you forgive me? But she claims that he actually apologized to her, but she claims that they cut that part out. One person said, but did he really though? I ain't hear that, I'm just saying. And Monique said, it don't matter if you did, I did. And someone else said, I feel like the cousin has some feelings for you, girl. You see the way he be smiling at you? And I'm not trying to be mean or funny. You're just one of my favorites. And Monique said, I wish y'all would stop saying that. Jamal is Titus's blood cousin. He's family. He's cool. It definitely don't be the energy that y'all think from watching. And a lot of people were talking about Monique from this episode because they noticed the tag hanging off the back of her shirt. And people are like, okay, is she ready to go return that shirt as soon as she's done with her confessional? But she ended up responding to that too. She said, another week of the queen trending because I forgot to take the tag off a shirt that I didn't even purchase. It's like, okay, what do you mean by that? Did you get it gifted? Did someone send it to you like in a brand deal? But she said, y'all literally make anything and everything trend with me. It's so funny. So it looks like Monique is going to go book that visit. Her and Titus are back on good terms. Hopefully she drank some water and had a meal and is taking care of her health. But you guys let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. I'm just ready to see what's gonna happen once he does get out and where he's gonna go. Is he gonna move in with Monique? Like, I would be pissed if that was Monique and if he gets out and doesn't even move in with her. I'd be like, god damn, I moved all the way here and got a place to be close to you and you're not even gonna move in with me. I mean, watch him move in with his baby mama. That would be scandalous. But let me know what you think in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching.